Hey Wolfpack, Angela Wolf here, and you know it's a live show when your computer decides to do a reboot, an update, right when you're ready to go live. So I apologize for the few minutes behind schedule, but I have a surprise for you today. I've got a lot of fun things today, and we're behind the scenes, so you never know what's happening in the studio. Although the studio is so stinking clean right now, I'm going to have to invite my group back. Helen, Susie, and Susie. Well, actually, everybody cleaned the day before. Then I messed it up some more, and then they cleaned, and it's like spotless. I just love it. I don't even want to do anything, but that's not good. So behind the scenes today, I've got my tweed skirt on the counter. I've pressed it. I've serged the edges. I'll give you a little tip on that. And I forgot to remind you about the interfacing for the zipper. So I'll show you that, and we'll sew our darts. But before that, I brought in some of the group from last week. Some of them are working right now. Some of them could get away. And so I'm bringing them live so you can see what they made. Let's just say I was trying to figure out what jacket to put with that tweed skirt I'm making right now. I think I found it. I was debating after I saw everyone's fabrics. I was like, should I do denim? Should I do tweed? I wasn't really quite sure, but it's so nice to see you all. There's Janet. She's at work. We're going to miss you on here, though. Her jacket turned out fantabulous. New word for the day, fantabulous. I think I learned that from my nephew. Yeah. All right, so let me bring the girls up. You got to say hi. See how they enjoyed the week, and get a closer look at their jackets because they turned out so amazing. So let me give you a little scoop about the jacket. I designed this jacket probably 15 years ago, maybe. A long time. It's still in style. In fact, I don't think this jacket will ever go out of style. It is not the moto jacket. A moto jacket usually has a zipper that goes straight up and down a little bit. This is totally angled across the body. So it resembles a moto jacket. It resembles a biker jacket, but it's got, the Angela Wolf Pack twist to it. So I finally decided to launch this as a pattern. It's not officially a pattern yet, but the class was there. I love the jacket more now than I did before, especially when you invite a group together and everyone gets to pick their own fabrics because you never know what it's going to turn out like. So we had tweed, denim, faux suede. Did we have leather? No, but I bought leather yesterday. There's a fabulous store in my area, and the girls all went there last week, Lemon Creek. So I decided to go yesterday. And Italian cashmere. Not that I need more fabric, but it's black Italian cashmere. I got a faux leather. Oh, this jacket's going to have a remake. But let me bring the girls up and you can see what they're doing. So, hey, Susan, Helen, Sharon, how are you?
Good. Everybody, we're great.
Great to see you guys. So you can see my tweed fabric on the table there, ready to sew. I've decided I think I'm going to do this jacket out of that because it just would look so good.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Oh. I hear babies, and I don't think it's here.
I have two of them. And Henry decided to get mad. I'll pick him up.
The babies are so cute. So your jackets turned out just amazing. And this is just 3 examples of 3 totally different fabrics. So Susan, tell us about yours. Oh, wait, we got to go to Sharon. I'm sorry. We're skipping to Sharon because Sharon has look at that baby.
Yes, there's another one down there, but she's happy.
Oh my gosh. Which one is this one?
That's Henry.
This is Henry.
Henry. Hi, Henry. Hi. we get to sit here and entertain Henry for oh my gosh, precious. All right, so I'll go to Sharon since she's got the baby. Sharon, tell us about your jacket because your tweed is absolutely gorgeous. You bought it from one of my favorite stores as well.
Yeah, I bought it from Jenny's Fabric in Rochester, Minnesota, and it's a Chanel tweed with a silk lining. Henry, this would be easier if you wasn't with a silk lining.
Beautiful.
And I think it turned out great. I've shown some of my friends, and everybody has complimented me on it. And
It's absolutely gorgeous. And so for those of you that don't know, in Minnesota, right by Mayo Clinic, it's kind of a perk of going there. You get to go to the fabric store. I remember Wynn saying, do we have to stay an extra day so you can go to Jenny's? Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I agree.
Great fabric. So your jacket turned out so nice. You decided not to do the zipper at the sleeve.
I did. But I think I
And
like it for this tweed. I like no zipper because it can be dressed up or down, or
yeah,
I'll probably
it
end up
still
wearing it
looks.
with blue jeans.
You need to make a couple little baby. Let's see, Henry. What could Henry wear that's tweed? Maybe little overalls.
Yeah,
Did you have any of
that'd be
that really
cute.
expensive fabric left?
I do have a little bit. I had at least a fourth of a yard left.
And a little
Um,
skirt.
Yeah, for Eleanor. Let me see if I can get Eleanor in the. Can y'all see Eleanor?
Hi, Eleanor.
Yeah. Eleanor.
Hi. Oh my gosh. Look at. Hi. This is full entertainment. We've got the youngest Wolfpack members in the house today.
Yeah. I gave them a piece of silk to play with.
You gave them a piece of silk.
Yeah, I gave them a piece of silk to play with, and they just chewed on it.
They probably love that. The most expensive fabric toy ever.
Yeah.
Super cute. Super cute. Everybody's saying they love your jacket, Sharon. Love the babies.
Thanks, everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sharon. If you have to go with the babies, don't feel bad. Otherwise, hang out with us. We're good too.
Okay.
All right,
Just
Susan,
mute me.
you picked a totally different fabric
Yeah.
and you mix and matched it. So tell everyone what you ended up with.
I ended up with two kinds of corduroy. The white is a pinwheel, and it's a little stretch. The turquoise is also a stretch, but it's a feather. It's a little bit narrower wale to the corduroy, so it's a nice little accent. I don't know. I'm not sure about me and white, because you know how I've done the stains everywhere, the wine and the mustard and the drips down solid colors, but that's okay. I absolutely love this jacket. The facing, the collar, I didn't line it, but I have the blue facing here, and that's of course closer to my face, which would not wash me out. The cuffs, I did lining. I don't know how to show this. The cuffs have the lining that are up to about here with the corduroy, so it wouldn't be so thick. Now this is plain lining from here up to the shoulder. But I've already gotten lots of compliments on it. I should have worn it yesterday morning because it was freezing in church, but I didn't think about it. I thought, well, it's 80 degrees out, but it was like 60 below in church. So it was a great sew. I know last week I had said it was an easy sew, and what I really meant was the stitching isn't difficult, but the putting it together takes some thought process. It's like a puzzle, and you got to get it all laid out and follow the instructions. But as far as stitching, it's not a difficult construction. Let's put it that way. But
I never, when you first picked out the blue to go on the inside, I was thinking that'll look good, but I didn't realize how good it would look, because just the striking of the collar and the inside your sleeves, because if you can't wear white, I mean, I can wear white in the summer sometimes, but it's not the best color on me.
Yeah.
But adding a rich color like that, or if I did like a teal or an orange in there that's opening against my face, it would be totally fine.
Absolutely. But I liked the two colors. I liked the corduroy, but I couldn't quite put it together. And it was Sharon's idea and she suggested color blocking, which it turned out perfectly. I mean, I think it turned out perfectly.
I love it.
It's my first Blaire jacket, but not my last.
Right. It's so cute. So after seeing your jacket, I picked up, I'll show you girls real quick the fabric I found yesterday, because I think you're gonna crack up. So I went to Lemon Creek, which is like a fabulous place. Let me just bring this in. Hold tight. All right. Oh, there's our pattern from yesterday. Imagine that. I haven't taken it off the table. So wait till you see this piece. This kind of reminded me a combination of your jacket and Susie's jacket. And it's like a faux leather, faux vinyl, but it's really soft and it has kind of a nubbiness. Almost looks like a snake or an alligator. I think that's going to look fabulous with maybe a zipper like what Helen has there, because Helen, you have a
blingy zipper, yes.
A blingy zipper. Yeah. So that is I think that's going to be one of my jackets. And then with the rest of you sewing the tweed, I couldn't help but have to pull out the tweed, but this one is so pretty. Yeah. And I might have to make a matching bag.
Well, that would make Karina happy.
Yeah, send it to Karina to make it. Or I could go take her last class and learn how to do that. I know, it's beautiful. So Helen, I think Helen froze.
Uh-oh. No. See me?
I'll take you out and I'll bring you back up. Maybe just go back out of the studio and come back in. So Susan, speaking of super hot, the jacket that you knitted the sleeves for me, I was going to wear today, but it's pretty warm today. I'm looking so forward to that. So anybody that didn't see that, I'll bring that over here in just a second. Hey, Mary. Everybody's saying hey to you guys. So while we're waiting for Helen to come back, I'll show you a couple more pieces of fabric I found yesterday in the secret place.
The secret place.
So you all know that I can't do wool very well, but I have a wool jacket that I've worn out completely. And they had this beautiful Italian cashmere.
Oh my gosh.
Look at how beautiful that is. It is so soft. So I'm going to wash this. Judy and her daughter are so helpful at that store, and they wash all of their wools using shampoo and conditioner. So I'm going to try it, because if I do that and then add a nice lining, I should be able to wear this for winter. I already have the Chloe trench that's made out of cashmere, and I can wear it as long as the collar doesn't touch my neck. But the cashmere is gorgeous. Did you girls pick up any wool from there? I know you went shopping, but Susan, you didn't go, did you?
No, I got there too late. And somebody came to visit today right here. He wants to step in and say hi, if that's okay.
Hi, Kitty. Oh, no. Steve. Oh, Steve.
Well, Pam is a little dark in here.
I see a tail coming out of Steve's side.
That was Sammy.
Hi there. How's everybody doing? Made home safely? Good?
Yep.
Everybody made it home good. You can see Sharon's already babysitting. And I don't know if it's babysitting when you're the grandma, but I think it's technically just, I don't know, I'll ask my mom. Mom, you're on here. Is it called babysitting? So Steve, you'll be very proud of me. I got the whole plotter back together, except for the lid. And I'm having a hard time with the lid because it has a hinge and a wheel. There's a technical name for that wheel, and then a cap. And I can't figure the three out, and I got to do all four at the same time. Otherwise, they fall into the plotter.
Well,
you want to come back?
Good luck.
Well, I turned it on. It actually turns on, so I'm pretty excited about that. Everybody's saying hi to you. Hi, Steve.
That is great. That's great that it does turn on. That's a very good sign.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll keep you guys posted on it. And then there's the cat.
This is Sadie.
Hi, Sadie.
Oh, look at the camera, Sadie.
What did so the wolf pack will love this. Hope Wynn doesn't get upset about that. But when we were talking about cats, Helen, were you the one sitting next to me when he informed me when the next cat I'm gonna get?
Yeah.
Is that never?
He had a very terminology. What
like
I forgot how it
when
started. Do you remember?
Is over.
I don't remember what he said.
Something about the next cat I get. We were talking about being in a walker. Like, I hope we can fish, but like even when we're in a walker. Then we were talking about cats, and he said, You'll definitely be in a walker before we get another cat, meaning it isn't happening.
Yeah.
All right. Nice to see you, Steve. You
guys
can
be
hang out with us.
careful.
I want to see. Now we're going to see Helen's jacket. So Helen, show
Hi.
this beautiful jacket off.
Okay, so I chose, I'm on my iPad because my computer's not ready yet, but so I don't know if you can see me, but I chose the multicolored tweed, and it's got some sparkle in it, which is why I chose the sparkly zipper. And I made it short. Can you see? So I made mine short, and Angela fitted the back absolutely perfect. And this jacket is so comfortable, and I am definitely going to make more. Angela, I saw you had some white stretch denim, so I am going to be ordering some of that because I do want to make a white one and do some embroidery on it and everything. And I lined mine in a blush pink fabric.
That pink fabric looked so nice. It has a light stretch, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. It has a light stretch to it, and it's just very comfortable. I mean, I can move. You know, it's not restrictive at all. And
Right.
I showed it to a friend of mine's mother yesterday, and she said, "Where are you going to wear that thing all dressed up?" And I said, "Well, I'm going to wear it with jeans because why not? You know."
Yeah.
So, and then of course, with the colors in it, I can wear it with a black skirt or whatever, pants or whatever. So I'm going to dress it up and dress it down. And I absolutely love this jacket.
I love it too. And
Yeah.
you know, I still have more of that fabric, so I'm saving some for myself because I love the colors.
Yeah.
And you can't really see it that closely, but there's like some coral in there.
There
And
is.
that coral,
I don't know
there
if
you
I
go.
can
Let me
get
bring you.
close enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that
You can
coral
see
is so pretty.
right there, and it's got a little bit of blue in it. And I don't know if you can see the sparkle in it, but it does have some sparkle, which is why I chose the sparkly zipper.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous. So,
Yeah.
Fashion Sewing Club, if you missed yesterday's Zoom session, Sharon, the other Sharon was on there. So we had two Sharons and two Susies and a Susan.
Yeah.
Like all the same names. Well, actually, a Mary, but Susie Berry, but her first name was. We had all kinds of combined names in this whole thing. It's like you yelled Susie and everybody looks. But Sharon was on yesterday, not this Sharon, but the other Sharon, and she showed that jean jacket she made. It's so
Beautiful.
cute. So you
Yes.
could go from super casual denim to super fancy with what you have on.
Yeah, yeah. It's such a versatile jacket, and I've kind of been playing with that.
I'm gonna take myself out just for a second. I'm gonna just. Well, I think you can. No, I don't need to take myself out. I'm just gonna go grab this jacket.
Okay.
You guys are so quiet. I'm like, did everybody freeze or what happened here? So this is the version I made for Brother a long time ago, and with all the embroidery. So, and again, it had the pink silk sleeves on the inside. I definitely want to make another one of these, but I'm thinking black with a maybe a light gray embroidery, so it's kind of like tone on tone a little bit. Because this is kind of bright. I mean, when I wear it, I haven't worn it for a long time, but when I used to wear it, I'd wear it with jeans, but it was still a little too, and it was supposed to be for a cover of a magazine thing. So of course it's going to be bright. And then this one is very similar. That reminds me of your guys' tweed. Of course, I had a crazy lining, and this one looks great with jeans. You could wear it with jeans, a black skirt, black jeans. That's really good with black jeans.
Yeah.
There's so many different variations. And then you guys saw the one from Threads Magazine. And I don't have that picture here. I had it on my phone. I'll drop it into Facebook and Instagram tomorrow for you guys, where I would always wear it with the jacket was shorter and I'd wear it with a long bias tank top. And that was a good way to wear it too.
Yeah. Can I brag on Susie Berry for a minute?
Yeah. You froze again.
Oh, am I frozen again?
Yeah, just come back in. I saw Susie Berry. She's in the comments. Is she still driving? Do you girls know?
I think so.
She
I think she
is.
had some car trouble and she had to stay over someplace. Her car was going in limp mode and she had to get that fixed. But she said now, in order to be safe, she's taking more back roads instead of highways. So if anything happens, she won't be in the express lane going 20 miles
Oh,
an hour.
Susie, I'm so sorry. That's such a long drive, too. I
Yeah.
had missed that in the text messages. Susie, we're thinking of you. She must be on the side of the road because she's texting us.
Oh.
All right, Helen, go ahead. You can give a call out to Susie.
Okay, so Susie made these beautiful hanger things. She took vintage tablecloths and napkins and made these beautiful hanger covers for us and put our names on them. And they are just gorgeous. I absolutely love it. So that's what I've been hanging my jacket on. And it's
Oh,
so
yeah.
cool
Beautiful.
because you can see the you can see the name and the beautiful design when my jacket's hanging on it. So Susie, thank you. They are absolutely gorgeous. I love
Yes.
it.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
You know, that's one of the fun things is when we get together, there's all kind of gifts. So we got to tell the funny story. So all of you on Instagram, if you missed the video I put together, everybody was cutting with their custom name scissors. And I don't know how I forgot Janet in the whole list of names, but Jeff from Kai Scissors and Devin are dying laughing. And then they even posted my email where I forgot her name. So Janet finally got, I think she's getting her scissors. And if they're not there today, I know they're on their way. So we always have fun finding really cool, fun gifts. And you know what's even, which is a lot of fun. So these ladies have been lucky enough to have formed friendships with the whole group. So they just come together as the same group. And so it's kind of nice. It's like we call it our reunion. And Susie, the other Susie, who had been here before, joined the group, and she made her jacket out of suede, which was just
Beautiful.
gorgeous. You got to see everybody's challenges with each fabric. So the suede has a challenge because you can't make a lot of mistakes because that fabric will show any pucker or any stitch, and she sewed that beautifully. The other one, well, Janet, she had a tweed that had a backing on it that she got from Lemon Creek. That was beautiful. Susie Berry's was a tweed. The tweeds, it was a different tweed than yours, though. So there's a loose tweed, and then there's like a tighter woven silk, kind of a silk tweed. And then Darlene. I love Darlene's because Ponte knit is my absolute newest favorite fabric. As you saw, I made a ton of skirts and things like that. And her jacket out of that green, it was like a teal Ponte knit, turned out beautiful. Just beautiful. That's super casual.
Yeah.
Am I missing anybody? I'm thinking Sharon, Susie. I got it down pat.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was a lot of fun. We had a lot of good food and a lot of fun. Janet says you can't get rid of me. Oh, Susie, don't cry. You're driving. So anyways, I just thought it would be a fun time to share with you all. I know that we showed off when we were sewing last week, but it's always fun to see the final product. And your jackets turned out amazing. I wasn't even intending this jacket to be such a couture looking style, casual couture, I would say. But it did. I mean, it turned out absolutely beautiful on all of you. So how the class works is they team up, they take their own measurements with the partner, and then I go through the pattern and alter their pattern before they cut it out. And I have to say, we did an amazing job. I say we, because you took the good measurements. And every jacket was spot on. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. True.
Was.
Super fun.
That's because we have a great teacher.
Oh,
Exactly.
a great team. A great team.
Amen. Yes.
And now I have a whole bunch of little plants from Susie that are in the kitchen that I'm going to. Susie, if these things are alive next year, it'll be a miracle. But I'll call you.
And Angela, before Steve left, he wanted to have me tell you that he really enjoyed the experience in the service station.
Oh.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
That's wonderful. If anybody doesn't know what he's talking about, it's the part of my plotter that's broke. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
A lot of good laughs. Well, ladies, thank you for popping in here. I'm going to sew a little bit of my couture skirt because now I'm inspired to finish that and make a coordinating jacket. And I can't decide if I'm going to do the tweed, the matching tweed. What do you think? Should I do the matching tweed? Let me see if I bring it up here. Remember this skirt that I've been working on?
The black and white one? Yes.
Yeah, would you do, oops, I didn't mean to click that one. I meant to click this one. Would you do this with, if that's a skirt, would you do a black jacket or would you do coordinating and have it like more of a Chanel style?
I would probably do a black just
I
because
would
that
say
would look
black.
too much of the same thing.
Agree.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I'd do
thinking.
black.
Well, that black cashmere that I just bought is going to be gorgeous, but I think I'm going to do that as a winter coat. Well, I'm going to sew the skirt, and then next up is the jacket with the next class, and then I'm going to make my own. How's that?
Sounds good.
That's great.
All right. Well, you have to go back and read all the comments from everyone. They're all saying hello, hello, hello. And also we did actually, the sienna is totally different than this Karina. You'd be better off hacking just a standard jacket.
Yeah.
But the good news is I spent the weekend, because I love this jacket so much, it turned out so good. I spent the weekend writing all the instructions. I just need about 2 days to finish all the illustrations, which Wynn said I'm not allowed to do that till after taxes next week.
Oh,
And then I will publish this pattern. I'm not
Hey,
sure if it's
Angela-
just going to be PDF or print, but I will publish it.
Angela, if anybody has that CD of yours called One Pattern Many Ways, you have taken the Evelyn and hacked it into this. And the Evelyn is just a very plain jacket. They could take any jacket, follow those directions, and hack it into this if they followed your changes.
Absolutely. I forgot about that DVD. That's about how long ago I made this jacket. That was with Threads Magazine. I think it's on my website. So if you guys want, if you can't find it, you can message me. And yes, that was a great way to hack that. But it's a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, I just want those babies in the studio. They're so cute.
right.
I got one asleep. Now I'm working on number 2.
The wolf pack is lulling them goodbye. All right. Thanks for popping in, girls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you
and
for
thank
having
you
me.
for last week. It was the best
Oh,
week
super
ever.
That was
fun.
the best week
Thank
ever.
you for
We're
those
already counting
fabulous
down.
peaches, too. The fabulous peaches.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome.
All right.
Bye,
What
Wolf
about
Pack.
the flowers? What about the flowers? Are they
Oh,
still
the flowers are
surviving?
here. Oh, I was going to ask you about that. The flowers are here. They still look good. Hold on. I'll bring it up. Because you told me to hang them upside down. Is that what I do to dry them?
I think I would. I'm not an expert though. Somebody else may be.
I'll hang them upside down into Helen's bag,
Oh,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I absolutely love. So should I hang these upside down and then I can plant them and they'll grow back, you think?
That's what they told me where I bought them at that market. They said dry them and take the seeds and just plant them and they will grow.
I'm going to try it.
But I'm sure somebody knows more than I do about flowers because I am not good.
Oh, gosh. Well, nice to see you girls. We'll be in touch soon. And don't forget, you want to check the comments out. Everybody's saying hi to you.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Bye to Steve.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Super, super fun. You cannot have more fun than when you're with a group that sews. And you know, the nice part is that through the years, between events in my studio and events in other places, you get to meet so many people and we all have one common thread. No pun intended, right? One common thread. Cynthia is asking about the sienna jacket. It is on the list. So both of those jackets are on the list. I wasn't going to because the difficulty of printing and stuff, but those 2 jackets are so cute. It's going to be the Blaire first and then the sienna. But the Blaire, I will let you guys know when it launches. That'll launch first. Hey, Amy, nice to see you. All right, so a few more questions. Oh, Terry, you made the jacket from that video. Awesome. Yeah. Kisses to the babies. I do too, Mary Lou. And I saw another question. Beverly want to know, can she catch the replay of yesterday's Zoom? Yes. If you're in the Fashion Sewing Club, it uploaded last night. I don't know if it's up there, but it'll be up there by today. It's always within 48 hours. So check back tomorrow morning. That's the safest. Okay. Well, while you're here, we got a little bit more time. I've got a busy afternoon, but I might as well sew a little bit of this skirt. So I brought in the skirt from last week, and I made a few changes, which I'll share with you. And let's go ahead and sew those darts. Okay. So on the pattern, or this is just, I'm using, for those of you that are new to this party, the sewing party, this is the back and the front. I kind of pattern hacked a combination of my Kate skirt and my fringe skirt. So either one is fine. Oops, you know what? I'm missing a foot. Because yesterday during my live show with Brother, I was using a different machine. All right, so let me bring this over. So can you notice anything on this skirt that you might not have seen last week? Well, not last week, the week before. We've been sewing this skirt. All right, interfacing. You need to put interfacing on the side that you're going to put the zipper. Well, guess what I did? I put it on the wrong side. No, not the wrong side of the fabric, but I'm going to put my lining up here for now because it's not attached. I like to open my zipper on the left side of my body. So I don't know where I was thinking about the left. So it's no big deal. I'm not going to pick it off. I'm going to leave it. But I had to go back and put interfacing on this side. So you put it on this side for the back, and then the coordinating side for the front, right there. And that's where the zipper will go. But I'm not going to put the zipper in until I'm finished quilting. So you saw that I did a lot of quilting on our last live. Now, one thing I did not do live with you is I ran the fabric through the serger because it frays like crazy, and I'm going to do the same thing for the lining, just to prevent it from fraying. So my next step for the front is I will be pressing up the hem 2 inches. And that will give me a guide for when I'm ready to hand sew the lining. You press it up 2 inches. And then once I'm finished quilting, I will tuck under my lining like this and hand stitch. I know there's a lot of stitching in this Touch of Couture skirt, but it's worth every penny of it, every penny of time. But one thing we did not do in the last one is sew the darts. So I thought we'd do that today. And knowing that the girls were showing up, I figured that'll be our total behind the scenes today. And then tomorrow on Brother's show, we're sewing the next step in our zippered bag. Okay, so if you missed this, you'll have to go back to the last live session. You can barely see I have hand stitched thread to close that dart. Now I'm going to take it to the machine, sew it by machine. Just make sure I don't have any pins in there. I don't remember what I did. That was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I got it all. Stitching with a stitch length of 2.5 to 3.0. Either one is fine depending on your fabric. Now I did back stitch there, which the fabric is thick enough it won't matter. But a lot of times when I get to the bottom of the dart, I'll just do a stay stitch so I don't have that extra. All right, now we'll go to the other. Now, if you ever have problems sewing your darts and they poke out, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you've never had that issue. But when you sew your dart, you have to be really careful about the curve of your dart. It's not just a straight line. So you're not just sewing a straight line like this off the side because you'll have little pokes. So a lot of times with my darts, it also depends on your body shape. I will start here and angle out and then down. So that's more in like more like your body, I should say. I mean, maybe you do have a poke out here, but probably not one that's this stiff. So go here and then down the edge. All right, so how does that look? Oh, they look fantastic. I haven't pressed them yet. So you'll press both of these to the inside. And if you have really thick fabric, sometimes I'll slash my dart open halfway down and press that seam open, which will get rid of some of that bulk. All right, and I think we already pinned up our darts on the lining, pretty sure. Oh yeah. So let's go ahead and sew those as well. Fabric looks exactly the same on both sides. It's hard to tell which side's the right side and which side's the wrong side. So I hope I'm sewing on the right side. I mean, it looks identical. It feels identical. Just double checking, just to make sure I'm not screwing this up. No, it looks and feels exactly the same on both. All right, so this one I pinned the opposite way. It must have been because of the way I was standing over the camera. I see somebody else asking about the Zoom yesterday. That was in Fashion Sewing Club. I showed everyone how to copy your favorite cardigan. It's pretty easy, wouldn't you think? It actually is, and when I went to the store yesterday, I was trying to find fabric for that, but I didn't find any for the sweater. Just for some beautiful cashmere jackets. They also got some new silk in. Not silk dupioni, it's a little lighter than that, but it's really pretty. Oh, and I know what else I forgot to share with you is the corduroy. Reminded me of you, Susan. It's a corduroy with velvet. It's beautiful. All right, so there's my darts for the back. Okay, and I'm going to take you to the table first where the fabric is, just so I can switch my camera out. And I will be right back. I know, my studio was so clean that I didn't put all my video cameras back out. She was spotless, all right. Just wait till next week. It'll be back. All right, I think this will work. Let me bring you back over. All right, so this is the back. Slide this up on your ham because you'll want to press this on a curve. Now I can still see my pink thread of my hand stitching, so I'll pull that out too. Because I don't want that left in the skirt, right? Here we go. Feel like you're getting a steam bath? There we go. All right, I always go to the front side just to make sure. So this is the part I was talking about where you don't want little points. So just make sure you have a nice curve where that dart is. And then also on the skirt, we want to fold this up 2 inches. I haven't pressed it since I serged the edges. So make sure you do that and then turn this up 2 inches. I think I have Yes, measuring tape. One, two. Yeah, I think I had it just at the bottom of the white. And flip this over to the right side just so you can make sure that this looks even right here. Yeah, that looks good. I think I could fold it up just a smidge more at this end. There we go. Now we're even, Steven. Okay, now the lining. This is the back piece, remember? Flip it over and look at the right side, making sure we don't have any puckers at the bottom of our dart. Nope, it looks good. And the other dart. Okay, so from the back side, just going to lay this way. I'll actually take this to a table to do this, but you'll be able to see it from here. So I'm not going to move a camera. Layer your, actually I take that back. I'll take it to the table because I'm afraid it's going to get skewed if I don't lay it correctly. All right, let's move that cashmere out of the way. This cashmere in this bag look fantastic. Roll these back up. Okay, so here's your back piece. Pressed up like this. Now, when you go to quilt the back side, you'll quilt starting at the center part. Remember, I'm using white thread, so I'll pick 2 white lines to go through. So I'll probably start here, these 2, and then every other. You want to keep 2 inches from the outside edge because we haven't sewn in the zipper yet. And also at the bottom, you'll want to stop about right here. That way your lining can fold up underneath this. Over it, I should say. So you'll take your fabric with right sides facing out. And I'll line this up. I remember I cut my lining bigger than my actual skirt, which we'll take care of later. And I'll start quilting from here. I could even do every single one if I want to. I don't know. I'll play with it. But when you get to the darts, don't quilt over the darts, okay? So you'll want to start at the top and quilt down. When you get close to the dart, start, if this is the dart right here, don't stitch over any of the seam allowances. It's just too much bulk. So start down here, and then there's the dart going right here. I would start down here. And then when you get over here, then you can go ahead and go all the way to the top again. But you want to avoid being right on top of the dart. Make sense? And then you'll stop about right here at the bottom. And we did that in the first lesson. I showed you how to do the quilting. So the next step is to quilt your front and your back. And then next time we're together, I'll sew in the zipper. So speaking of next time, next week I have some very special guests for you. Yeah, very special. Next week's October 4th, right? It's our anniversary. Well, not ours, but Win and I. It's our anniversary. Very exciting. So we call it our anniversary week. But I will be live, and I'm bringing on Kelly Presley And then we also have Phyllis from the store. We're going to be talking about the cruise. And we also have someone joining us from the cruise line. So we can ask them questions, ask questions about the cruise. Maybe they'll give us some behind the scenes stuff. You never know. But that's next week at 1:30 Eastern time. So probably no sewing skirts next week, but we will have that extra. Veronica, what does couture mean? Well, I always say a touch of couture because technically it's probably not actual couture. Couture means it's made very, very well, a lot of hand stitching. Now, you've probably heard the term haute couture. It's spelled Haute. That is like the best of the best. There's a lot of hand stitching, hand fitting, like little itsy bitsy stitches to get things going together. A lot of times there's a couture trim, things like that. So I use the term loosely with couture. I say contemporary couture because technically, because I'm using the sewing machine on so much of what I do, it's not technically couture. So if you want to be really snippy about it, but it just means a beautiful, beautiful garment made very well with expensive fabrics and trims and hand stitching. And there's a more to that term, but that's the general, right? Yeah, okay. Any last minute questions for me before I let you all go? Oh, thanks, Charlotte. Yeah, someone asked me how many years. Didn't we figure this out last week? Oh, 2. So that would be 21 years? Wow. And then we dated for 7 before that. So we're almost going on our 30-year mark. Holy cow. Time flies when you're having fun. All right, any last minute questions for me? Thanks, Mary. Let's see. Mary Smith, will the darts be pressed in the same direction for lining and outer fabric, or will that make it too bulky? Well, the silk is very thin, but you do have the option, which I have done this in the past, where I will press the garment darts in and the lining darts out. So then that way they're butting up against each other. So that was a very good thing to point out because, yes, I do that often. I'm not sure about this one. I'm going to play with it a little bit. It's not super thick, but I'll check. Oh, wait, what does Susie say? Make sure there's white paper to catch the seeds when they dry out, then plant in the spring. Oh, okay. Thanks, Susie. I'm going to try it. Anything else? You guys are pretty easy today. All right, well, have a wonderful day. Those of you that are sewing the grocery bag sew along, we're doing that. I have it right here. Tomorrow, we're sewing the bag together on Brother's Show and adding the binding around the edges. And then next week, we're going to add the zipper to the top and then play a little bit with the print moda. Yeah. Oh, Darlene, you have 21 years? That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, well, you know how to find me if you have any questions. Fashion Sewing Club. Don't forget to catch that live Zoom. If it's not up right now, it'll be up by tomorrow. It's uploaded. I just don't know how long it takes to get it open. So other than that, if you need to find me, go to angelawolf.com. Tomorrow at noon, I'll see you on Brother. And if I don't see you there, until next time, happy sewing.